Good morning, traders. It's Paul Glevitt from dailyforextrader.me. It's version 3.8 of SignalTrader. Just start by saying, if you're a SignalTrader user, please upgrade to version 3.8. I sent you an email with instructions this morning. If you haven't got that email, please give me a shout, and I'll make sure you get what you need. Just send us an email or a Skype message or something. It's got improved congestion detection, because one thing I was discovering is sometimes the congestion was quite small inside bigger congestion, so we're looking for the bigger congestion rather than smaller congestion, and I'll show you some of that as we go along. Okay, so this morning SignalTrader's just shown me a GBP Swissy sell. There's a Euro Swissy sell as well. Now I'm steering clear of the Euros. Now the reason is, somewhere's my daily calendar. Look at my daily calendar. Somewhere during the day, when they so feel like it, there will be a German constitutional court ruling on the Euro. Okay, and that could have an impact on the Euro any time of the day. We don't know when it is. We don't know. I don't really know what it's about. Constitutionality of the it's basically the ruling about some policy. Now I don't know what it's about. What I do know is it's sitting on the Euro. Okay. Otherwise, there's not much news today. Okay. GBP retail sales at some point. That could be good for the. There's Swissy news. I think 1:30 normally when we get the dollar news. There's a couple of things at 1:30. We'll be doing usual avoiding trading at that time. Normally I like to trade after about 2 o'clock, 2:30. Of course, if you're a SignalTrader user, you'll have noticed that it says on the platform, on the SignalTrader Web Connect platform, it'll say just here, don't trade right now because of the time. Okay, so Aussie Swissy, it's saying don't buy that. The Aussie dollar has been sold off pretty much for yesterday. It's been hanging around. I don't really want to touch it at the moment. So here's today. Euro Swissy we're not touching because of the news. We've got Sterling Swissy. Now there is news later on with it, but it's quite minor. You can see we've got this quite long congestion, but it looks like I've actually got an order on this. It looks like it's just breaking through that. However, it's quite a slow train to anywhere. It really doesn't go anywhere. We've got a couple of rejections there. Looking on the daily chart for the Swissy, excuse me, I changed MetaTraders for a reason. Daily chart, Sterling Swissy, it's bounced off this kind of resistance line here. It's heading down. It looks like a huge head and shoulders, doesn't it, on the daily chart? So we're just forming a new head and shoulders. It's coming back down here, going to head back up there. So we've got quite a long drop. That's daily. 4 hourly, just to confirm that. Okay, we've come up, we've come down, we've got a way to go down to our target, which is there. Hourly chart, confirmation again, the next breakdown is actually there, so it's got a bit of a way to go. 30-minute chart, everything's really confirming that this is okay. Don't just go placing trades with SignalTrader. It's your responsibility to decide whether the trade is valid or not. Okay, because sometimes you may look at the chart and go, it's not valid. The other thing is we've got this new rating system in here with buy signals and sell signals. The system records the amount of sell signals and buy signals it has against any pair. So for instance, in this case, look at the amount of buy signals on Swissy versus the amount of sell signals. Tiny. Alright, look at lots of dollar sell signals, lots of Aussie dollar sell signals. So that what the system does is it uses that to evaluate a trade and say whether or not it's a good or bad trade based on the number of buy and sell signals coming in based on that pair. There are masses of conditions. It is incredibly complicated. You know, people sometimes say to me, how does it work? And I think, it's taken me 2 years to write this. How can I explain how it works in 5 minutes? So I don't know, I could just tell them it's moving averages, I suppose, but it's not. It's very complicated. Excuse me. Very complex in the way it works. So so we're looking at this improved congestion detection, because sometimes we were getting congestion inside congestion. So SignalTrader was wrongly identifying congestion. So for instance in this, it might detect it up here at the top here as that little bit of congestion there. That's not good enough. We need to actually break below here. So this is actually a good retrace trade, except the risk is 60 pips based on that congestion. Okay, now again, you can take whatever trades you like. SignalTrader isn't your mother, alright? But it will look after your trades, and if SignalTrader suggests a trade, it's normally worth going for. Look at this huge thing. But you see, what it's doing here is it's saying we are congested. It is ranging really, it's 154 pips risk to take that trade. No thanks. Again, you can see there's quite large congestion in some of them, and that's good because we want to say that's not a trade I want to take. We want tiny risk for great big reward. And we get that with the euro, with the sterling Swissy. Let's go down here. There is it. There it is. Okay, so you can see this here. So if I actually look at the risk and reward, do you see what I mean? And we know that it's heading down. It's been going down for a few days, so it's a reasonable trade to assume that it's going to break this. Now I think it's not going to break it till a bit later this morning, but I think we're going to break this. We're going to head down here and take that profit. So please do upgrade. If you're a SignalTrader user, please upgrade to version 3.8 because it's got this improved congestion detection, which will stop us getting caught in congestion where it's a tiny little bit of congestion inside a bigger bit of congestion. We're actually looking at the bigger bit. So I'm Paul Clevitt, dailyforextrader.me. If you're interested in SignalTrader, it's $50 a month. You can buy it from www.iwanttobeaforextrader.com, and that will get you the indicator in your charts, the expert advisor to manage your trades, and this web interface, which is actually interfaced into your MetaTrader 4. Don't ask me how I do it. It's a long technical story how it works, but basically it works, and you can then access your trading from an iPad and an iPhone. The reason I built this really is because I wanted to do more analysis on the like a secondary analysis on the charts, and B, that some of my users were struggling to use MetaTrader 4 on an iPad or something like that, including me. So I would like to take a trade, but I can't take the trade because obviously you can't really enter the numbers correctly on an iPad. So it's much easier to have it put the trades up here, and then you'll be able to push a button and it then tells your MetaTrader to place the order. So it's $50 a month. I want to be a forextrader.com. Please, if you're a SignalTrader user, do the upgrade. It's going to be worth doing. It really is. Okay, have a good day. I think we're going to have a better trading day than yesterday when we didn't get much at all. So have a good day, traders, and I want to be a forextrader.com.